up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we take on Braga and Portimonense in the league. I had to come back here because, obviously, last episode, really good. We played two of the best teams we're playing at this point of the season. Porto, who were top of the table, flying, only dropped 2 points on the season, away from home, and we beat them. Huge result. And then Inter Milan, inarguably one of the best teams in the world. Definitely one of the best teams in Italy. Team that really put it to us in our first meeting. We just managed to sneak out a draw. And we played really well. We deservedly won the match. And we were on it. That capped off a 16-game winning streak in all competitions for us. So naturally, we've played 4 games since. And won 1. And lost 2. Drawn the other. And the loss, one of them, was in the league. So our over a year unbeaten streak in the league, our bid for back-to-back unbeaten seasons, is over to Morense. Because the reason is that our top 3 right backs were all injured for more than a month. Awesome. So we had to play our 4th string, Daniel Weigl, the young 18-year-old regen, and in his first game starting, he got sent off. Because of course he did. And to make it worse, they scored the corresponding free kick to level it 2-2. And then, 93rd minute, they get the winner. Super frustrating, and it got a little bit better after that. We played Vizela in the Allianz Cup, the only match we've won since then. All of these matches have been at home, by the way, so yeah, super fun. We beat Vizela, completely rotated squad, used the possession tactic, looked pretty decent. Guilherme Santos with the brace, but it's the Allianz Cup, it's Vizela. We then played Guimarães, and even with this start to the season, we've had a pretty dominant start to the season. 4-0 win, 5-1 win, 7-1 win, 4-0 win. Oh, that's Champions League. But even all these really good victories in the league, I think the most dominant game we played this season was against Guimarães. I think we dominated them unlike any other game we've dominated so far this season. And yet we drew 0-0. We had 27 shots, 10 on target. They had 1 shot. 0 on target. 0.03 XG. And we drew 0-0. When things start to go wrong, they just go all the way, don't they? We then lost in the Taca de Portugal 5th round against Aruca on penalties. And it was a rotated squad. I'll give you that, but there's some starters in there. Guilherme Santos played again. He just got a brace in the last match he played. In this one, he put up a 6.1. So, great. And yeah, we didn't really deserve to win the match either. Neither did Aruca, but we didn't. We scored in the 2nd minute and did nothing for the rest of the match. Daryl Dike came on as a sub, scored what I thought was the winning goal, until they scored in the 114th minute. So it went to a penalty shootout, and of course, they scored every single one of theirs because they're such good penalty takers. Oh, wait! They have 2 penalty takers over a 10 penalty taking. And their other 3 have 7 penalty taking. And yet they scored every single one. Yet we, who our worst penalty taker is better than their best penalty taker, missed one and got knocked out in the shootout. Super, super fun. I had a great time. I was feeling good after these 2 matches, and then the game's like, no, you are not allowed to have fun. And to make it an even bigger emphasis, Isaac Bergman-Johansson got injured. And he's out for, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 months. 3 months with a broken ankle. That gives us 5 fullbacks, all injured in the space of 2 weeks, and all of them were out at least a month. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Malo Gusto is just coming back now. He's not quite fully fit for this match, so we're not going to risk him, but Escaio's still out for another 3 weeks. Dyer's out for another 2 weeks. Like I said, Bergman Johansson, 3 months. Fun. And Tellez, 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not liking this game right now. But we need to turn it around because Porto haven't lost since they lost to us, and so they're back top of the table, and we are on a pretty horrid run right now. Daniel Weigel's going to have to go back in at right back. Even the worst part was, he was playing well. He's had a 2nd yellow, and it happened to be on the edge of the box, and they happened to score it, because of course they did. So we are going with Daniel Weigl today. Other than that, a pretty strong squad. Obviously, we've got to go with Bragantia left back. We don't really have many other players that can play the position. And other than that, pretty strong. Since he comes in, Tabata, DK, and Sesko. I'm playing a strong squad because I want to win. We need to win a freaking match. So hopefully we can do that, because if not, I might have a breakdown. I expect a win tonight. We have to put an end to this poor run of form. Porto aren't dropping points to anyone but us. So we have to fix this right here, right now, or Porto are going to start running away with it. 30 minutes in, we have a highlight. It's going to be a free kick. What just happened? I literally don't know what just happened. Please be offside, because if not, what was that? I have never seen an animation like that before. That's the most floated header I have. Did he even touch it? It looks like it hit the goalkeeper. Dude, when things start to go bad, they go bad. 1-0 to Braga. I don't know what's going on. We have been amazing for like a year and a half. And to start this year, we've been amazing. We hadn't lost a game until a couple games ago where we had a sending off and they scored 2 late goals. And now we've just fallen apart. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. I don't know what team I'm watching. No one's doing their jobs out there, and you're being exposed because of it. You're better than this. Act like it. 78 minutes in, 79 actually. Of course, they have 0.15 XG and are leading, because that is just suddenly how things are, I guess. Alright, we gotta make changes. We've been freaking horrible. I was gonna say who's been the worst, but they've all been pretty god-awful. Dvistic doesn't know how to save a ball, apparently. I don't have enough subs. I guess Sorloth for DK. DK hasn't done anything. Sesko usually figures it out eventually. And Santos is going to come in for Tabata. He's been terrible. He's on a yellow. I am very close to making a triple sub because Bergancha's on a 6.2. Of course, our only other left back is Franjic. Literally the only other one in our team. Other than maybe Santos who can play there. But, I don't know what to do. Actually, I might not take off Tabata. He's not playing well and he's on a yellow. But Bergancha has to come off this pitch. And I would rather bring on Santos, who's more of an attacking threat, than Franjic, who's more of a defender. So he's going to come on at left back. Plays a complete wing back on attack. Weigel's going to move to wing back on attack. Tabata, didn't want to click him. I wanted to put him on attack. And we're going attacking. And yeah. Actually, I made all these subs. Now, I'm changing my mind. I'm not going to bring in Sorloth because I want to have the option of going 3 up top. If I put Sorloth in now for DK, I don't have another striker. So I am going to still do the Santos move. And the Weigl change. And the Tabata change. I probably want to make a second sub right here. I think Gonzalez is going to come off. He's not been good. But Nunez has been pretty horrific this season. So, with all our injuries, we just don't have any game changers on the bench anymore. They're just gone. They're all injured. So, I don't know what to do. 87th minute. We've still done absolutely nothing. Alright, we're going 3 strikers up top. May even be a little bit too late for it, but you know what? Better now than never. DK's going to go Poacher, Sorloth. I did bring on Mateus Nunez because who cares at this point? Both guys are going complete wingback, and they're pushing up. I do not care about defending anymore. I am going to put him as a deep lying playmaker, though. Keep Sensi as a Mazzala attack. I don't know why. I guess I took it off attacking. So we haven't actually been attacking for the last couple of minutes. That's annoying. But, yeah, we're going for it. More expressive. Getting balls in the box as soon as we can. Long kicks to Sorloth. And the line's all the way up. Every single button I can basically hit. Do something! 2 minutes. And we're going to lose again unless we score a very, very last second corner, which it's looking like we're not. Sorry about that. Apparently we are. Of course, my phone had to go off right at that moment, but apparently we are scoring a very, very last second goal. I thought it was over once they headed it out. Nuno Santos picks it back up. Finds Sensi again, who puts the ball in. Sesko, I mean, that's just... I'm not even going to call that bad marking because there was no marking. We steal a point, really. I mean, they didn't do anything the entire match. But still, like, we were awful. We should have won that match based on the chances created. And really, there's no excuse for not doing so. We had over 20 more shots than them. And we scored the same amount of goals. That is inexcusable. I hope you like training, because you're not getting a day off until you figure this out. Your team scored an extremely late but crucial goal today. Were you surprised that so much stoppage time was added? I would have been happy had we conceded at that stage, so I can emphasize with Braga. Benjamin Sesko was the savior for your side, grabbing a dramatic late equalizer. It must have been a massive relief for you to see that one go in. Naturally I'm pleased with the goal, but the overall performance was poor, and I just want to move on. Well, it looks like this coming month is going to be our annual every single day chance conversion training month. It happens every single year without stop. I don't understand. But the one good thing from being terrible is that I get to find my players. I really feel pleasure in it. 1 week's wages for Inacio, 6.2. Bergantia, also a 6.2. Also a week. Pedro Gonzalez, 6.4. A week. And what? Tabata, 6.5. Yeah, I thought it might be just high enough. Same with Novistich. He also played a 6.5. I would find every single player if I could, but apparently some of them played well. I didn't see it. And now we've got Portimonense in 3 days. If this continues, I might have an aneurysm. We're not quite to game day, but apparently Ivan Novistich is the second place in the World Golden Glove, just behind Thibaut Courtois, and just ahead of Gianluigi Donnarumma. That is a thing. I did not expect that. And I'm assuming, yeah, he's also second for FIFA Best Men's Goalkeeper. European Golden Boy goes to Eder Hernandez, Mexican midfielder. That's at Everton. A guy I've looked at a little bit, more of a striker, but he's pretty dang good. But I think he wanted like a lot on wages. 22 million was the price for him, but yeah, he's on 97K. And I just wasn't going to pay that. So, yeah, I think that's the only highlights we got, but definitely unexpected. And we are on game day. We are a couple days into the transfer window, and we've already had offers for our players. I think 3 players have had offers so far. Just a youngster in our team, Joao Carrao. Pedro Lugarte's had an offer for about 15 million with clauses and everything else. I rejected that. And also, seeing Novistich get second in the World Golden Glove and second in FIFA Best Men's Goalkeeper, teams started to come in for him. And, you know, even to the likes of, with clauses and everything, a total of $17.5 million. He was just second in World Golden Glove. We bought him for 23, and you're offering me 17.5. No. That makes no sense. Like, why would I sell someone second in World Golden Glove for $17.5 million and take a loss on him? That was ridiculous. We've changed the squad a little bit because we needed to. Dike has dropped all the way out. Sorloth's coming in to start. Tomas on the bench. Bergantia also dropped all the way out after that god-awful performance. So Nuno Santos has actually come on to left back. Franjic is going to be the backup. Gusto is back and starting. He's going to go right in now that he's fit. And Mateus Nunez has come in for Gonzalez. I wanted to sub out Tabata, but there's no one else that I trust. I don't trust Guilherme Santos. The last time he played, he put up at 6.1. Gonzalez was terrible last match. Ugarte, don't really trust him either. So we're going to go with this squad, but they have to be better. They have to be a lot better. We're the favorites here, and I want us to play like it. We haven't been doing that at all recently, and it shows in the results. You're letting yourselves down out there. You're better than this. Prove it. 32 minutes in, and we've not gone off to the best start. We have about a half an XG, but we have a chance here. Sorloth heads it down to Sesko. I think he's on. It was a good finish, and I think he was on. Hopefully he was, because we desperately need this goal. Nothing is going in our way right now. He's definitely off. He's definitely pretty far off. Nothing is going our way right now. They have a free kick about 42 minutes in. Back post, gets headed away, and Sorloth, a lot of space to run into. He's got a little bit of help from, I'm assuming, Sesko. It is. He beats about 2 men. He's got plenty of help in the box. And he does that. Such a great run. Ruined by a god-awful shot. And we end the half. A half where we were the obvious better team. 0-0. Because of course we have. I am far from pleased with what I just saw from this team. I asked you to step up. And all I've seen is a lack of effort and a lack of desire. If you don't want to show some effort out there, I will find somebody who will. No one's job is guaranteed at this club. Corner. Sensi puts it in, and it gets headed away. We look to recycle, but the passing is just awful. Just straight up awful. Where has this come from? What is this team? We're going to look to give ourselves another chance, though. Santos is going to put a ball in, looking for Sesko, but of course it's right down the throat of the goalkeeper. And they're going to look to create something here. Looks like they might be going long. Or is he? Nope, he's going short. They're going to look to see if they can build from the back. Tavares is going to look for a ball up to Julio Cesar. Going to find their winger, I'm assuming. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. He's going to run down his left-hand side. Going to go back to the fullback. Quero. Nice tackle from Cincy. Not his, forte, but he does well there. He's going to find Sesko. This would be the strangest highlight if we score from here, but of course, we're not going to. The highlights aren't stopping. Sesko have to score that. And it looks like it's going to count. I thought it might be offside, but apparently it's good. Nuno Santos, very good ball to the back post. The last time he put a ball in on this kind of free kick, it was not very good. This time, keeper pretty awful. Sesko literally can't miss from there. 3 minutes left of added time. We deserve to win this match, but we've still not been good. 23 shots, 10 on target, and 1 goal, and it was a tap-in. 2.26 XG. I got 1 sub left to make. I've had to take off Sesko because he was literally dying out there, so he had to come off. I might actually switch to our 5 at the back. I might actually do it. I think we kind of need to do it. I don't feel comfortable right now. With how we're playing, I don't feel confident. So, now we just need to decide who comes off between Tabata, Sensi, and Nunez. Sensi's literally dead, so I think it's going to be Sensi. And Ampadu, I guess, is going to come on. Ruan will move to the middle. Ampadu will come out on the right. And yeah, I think that should be all right. Any instruction changes? I mean, I'll waste time. I'll definitely do that. I probably don't want to hit early crosses with Tomas up there, or play for set pieces. I think everything else is probably pretty good. I don't want to finish your goalkeeper distribution. If they want to waste time, have fun. I will use target marking just so they can hopefully not get off any long shots. Now just see this game out. I don't want to concede a late goal. And we didn't. We finally win a game, but even when we win, we're not convincing. The performance was dominant, but we still have a complete inability to score the chances we're given. If you look at the XG, that's a lot of shots on target. If you look at the XG, that's not bad either. And we're underperforming it every single time. Of course, I bet their goalkeeper's probably on an 8 because, we don't have the goalkeeper that finished second in the World Golden Glove. Portimonense obviously do. 7.7, close enough. Why does every single goalkeeper in this league basically prime Manuel Neuer? I don't understand. We get the win, though, but still don't feel great. That was a bit of a let-up. We weren't good enough. You're going to have to step things up against better opposition. I thought we defended well for the most part, and I was glad to see us get that goal. Really, we dominated that match on the pitch, but not on the scoreboard. And that's what matters. When you have the advantage, momentum in your favor, creating chances, you have to turn that into goals. You got away with it today, but more often than not, you won't, especially in the Champions League. We don't have a lot of time to figure this out. I'm expecting to see your best in training and on the pitch. Did Portimonense's poor recent form give you the belief you could win? It certainly helps our chances if they're struggling, but we still have to do our part. And my players always believe in themselves. Well, it took a bit longer for your side to get a breakthrough than you might have hoped. How relieved were you when Sesko scored? The goal really saved us because I couldn't see where a breakthrough was going to come from. Looks like ultimately this is a pretty good game day. We got the win, and Porto drew with Benfica. Obviously, I would have preferred if they lost, but, they don't drop points. So, any chance we get for them to drop points, I'm okay with it. That means we're 8 points behind them. We still have 2 games in hand, but nothing's really changed. Before we played them, we had matches in hand, and we were 2 points behind them if we won all of our matches in hand. And that's still the case. So we haven't closed the gap at all, but at least they haven't extended it even more. So ultimately, it's 2 games and 4 points. At least today wasn't a disaster, but I don't feel any better after these 2 games than I did before them. We had 44 shots in 2 games and scored 2 goals. That is horrible. I don't know why this team always, literally always, goes on at least month-long run where they just are incapable of scoring. But it happens every single year. And I don't know how to fix it. Like Sesko I'm pretty sure he's the top goal scorer in the league right now. He was last year. He's actually 3rd right now, 16 goals. Wow, they've had some ridiculous seasons to already have that many goals. But a top average rating, he's been really good. But there are just stretches where him, among the rest of our strikers, just can't score. And we are in that stretch right now. It better be turned around. We've got a lot of league matches coming up. We don't have the Taca de Portugal to look at anymore. We're still in the Allianz Cup. And we've got the first knockout round. And we drew PSG. Yeah, we can't win this competition, I guess. The game is not allowing us to win this competition. First knockout round, we get PS freaking G. So dumb. I'm sure their team is still ridiculously good. Obviously, they don't have Mbappe, but they have every good wonder kid in the game, basically, because they're PSG. And they do that. So, next episode, I'm probably going to be PSG. All these league games should be winnable. Based on what I've seen so far, they're not going to be wins. They'll get some, but they really all should be. Based on what we did earlier this season, they all should be wins. But with the way we're playing right now, they're not going to be. We've got to come back for PSG, though. I don't know how to do this, actually. I might. Portimonense are 7th. Bovis are 13th. 16th, 12th. So there's no huge matches in there. So I might just do a PSG doubleheader. I'm tired of playing league games. Let's play PSG. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.